Alright guys, let's take a look at KAITO on the channel for the first time. Now I want to be clear, I don't have any KAITO. I actually sold my KAITO on the first day. I believe this was an airdrop from Binance. And yeah, I had a comment today that, KAITO was going to go to, I don't know, $11 by October. One person said in a comment today. I think it was on one of the shorts that I did, probably right before this came out on February 20th. But anyways, doesn't really matter, guys. So I wanted to take a look at it. Today it's up about 20%, 19.5 actually right now. And yeah, you can see this is the daily time frame here. And somewhat it is making like a cup. Somewhat. I mean, it kind of broke this little cup because it started coming up very, very strongly. And yeah, let's take a look at this on a 1 hour time frame though, because I did this, I lined this up more on a 1 hour time frame. Now you can see this first flag, basically the target was up here at this line at about $1.91, $1.92. You can see it got up to about $1.98, so it overshot it a little bit, but of course if we zoom in, it actually came back and closed the candle at about $1.89, so that's actually pretty good. Now if you look at this next flag, the target, it sits up here at about $2.26. Now, we haven't actually reached that yet, but we do have somewhat of another flag here. And I put the target, let's see, we need to move this because this is on the hourly. The target is up here at about $2.33. So we still need to meet this target from this flag, and we do have another little smaller flag here that should play out. And so yeah, I think the target for KAITO is going to be somewhere between 226 and about $2.33 here in the short term. So there is two resistances to break through. You have $2.12 basically. Now keep in mind this is a weekly resistance, so this is a little bit stronger than a daily, which I have in orange, but the orange at 220 is a daily resistance, so you still have to break through that. And after that, I think it's clear skies. No, okay, there's still one more resistance, sorry, at $2.46. So after that, it's pretty much blue skies, guys. Now let's take a look at the RSI and Stoke RSI here. Now there's nothing more than a daily that's printing really. Now I can say it's a little bit overheated here on the daily time frame, and it is still going up here on the RSI, but on the Stoke it is pointed down, so not so good here on the daily time frame. Now actually it looks like it wants to turn back down here on the Stoke, and it's just slightly pointed up here on the RSI, so it's still in the neutral territory for the 4 hour time frame. So it could run up a little bit more. 1 hour time frame, this is pretty oversold though, so this is actually pretty good. It's probably going to turn back to the upside shortly, and it is slightly pointed up here but still in neutral territory, so the 1 hour probably looks the best so far. Now the 15-minute time frame, just for fun, it's a low time frame, pointed down here on the RSI but right in the middle, and pointed heavily to the upside on the Stoke. Not overheated yet, but it's probably going to get there very soon. So what can we take from this, guys? I think honestly it's going to cool down a little bit, and let me just put this on like a 4 hour time frame. Yeah, so I mean, since basically the 6th of May, that's when basically it started to break out, and it has cooled off a couple of times on the way. But I just think it's going to cool off a little bit more, and it may take another couple of 4 hour candles. Actually, this 4 hour candle is about to close in about 4 minutes, so but it is a green candle and it stayed inside this little flag. So let's see, there's still like one more candle that could be here in this flag, and then it has to basically decide if it's going to break out here. So not sure though. Let's see, the 1 hour time frame, yeah, there's several more hours that it could really stay in this. So let's see, guys. KAITO actually looks good in my opinion. Now let's take a look at the tokenomics. Basically there's 1 billion max supply, so this is fine, guys. That is not a big supply. It's something like Chainlink, honestly. Circulating is not very many, 241 million. So this actually looks pretty good. I'm not against KAITO in any way. It looks like it's in the artificial intelligence category. Yeah, Binance Hodler airdrops. Yeah, that's where it was. So anyways, it looks like it's an AI coin, but I just don't know that much about it. I would say still maybe something like Render or FET would be a leader in this. You know, maybe this could be a third player in the AI, market. But basically the all-time low was 26 days ago. If you picked it up around there, perfect, guys. Now all-time high was 288, and that was 3 months ago. And yeah, I sold at about $1.56, like I said, and took my profit and put it in something that was, more proven. So let's see. I mean, this could still be a good coin. I'm not going to put it down, guys. But technically, it looks pretty good. Now, looking at Bitcoin, guys, we did have quite a surge today already. And yeah, we were much lower earlier today, but we are pushing up on 104,580. Now, keep in mind, this is a weekly resistance that we're pushing up against. And that means we need to close a Sunday to Monday candle above this line. Now, if we get a daily candle above 106,241, there's nothing above this, guys. So, yeah, if we can seal a daily above that, then I think we're pretty much on our way to new all-time highs. Now, Bitcoin reserves, I don't think there's anything really updated here. Pretty much we haven't had any news about any other states, making a reserve. Now, Ethereum, it's breaking out, and you can see, guys, I put this little channel here earlier today, and yeah, when I got home in the afternoon, I could see that this was breaking out, and this candle is closing in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So, really nice candle here. Next resistance is basically up here at the top of the Fibonacci for now. And yeah, I'm really proud of Ethereum, but I can still say I would rather buy other projects, guys. Just let me go ahead and be honest that, I'm not going to say, oh, Ethereum's the greatest, just because it's pumping. I still think there's better projects. AVAX, Solana, BNB, things like this, guys, are just better. But Ethereum, I think this is probably its last run. Total market cap is actually breaking through the 1.25 trillion at the moment. Now, yesterday, keep in mind, we did break through and we got a rejection. Let's see if we can hold this today. We still have 4 hours, basically. Now, dominance, guys. We are getting very, very close to breaking this 2.5-year trend line. And if we do that, and we break through 60.46%, guys, I think we can truly say it's altcoin season. Now, if we look at this, let me refresh this. It's still a 24, so I'm not sure why. It hasn't really updated, but this is coming down pretty heavily today. And yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think it's probably already broken down. But it's still really too early to say. But this looks actually very good for altcoin holders. Now, the futures, this is what this looks like right now. Now, the dollar index, it is going down today. So a weaker dollar means a stronger Bitcoin, and that's what we're getting actually. Liquidation heat map, about almost, well, let's say almost 400 million wrecked. Mostly shorts, though. So that's actually nice to see. Fear and greed has been 70 for 4 days in a row. It's kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever seen 4 days in a row. The bull market peak indicator is still 0 from 30, guys. So it's still 100% hold at the moment. Pi cycle top indicator does look like it wants to start curving up. What do you think, guys? Let me zoom in so you can see. But in my opinion, it looks like it just wants to curve up. Now keep in mind these two lines have to cross, and then the bull market is officially over. Now today we actually got really good CPI numbers here, guys. You can see that Moodix actually registered a 0.215, but green. Now the Supercore actually was 0.09 red. So minus that from this, and you still get a pretty good number. Let's just say it's 0.11 or so positive. Now, anything like over 0.1 is pretty major, guys. Now, I know we've been seeing a lot of like 0.68, 0.65, like over here, 5.9. I mean, these are crazy numbers, guys. But 3 months ago, you didn't really see anything like this, honestly. But now, because all this tariff, news and things, we're seeing much larger numbers and things. It's just been really crazy when it comes to Moodix measurements. Now, if you want to get Moodix, guys, I recommend it. They have a lot of charts and statistics and things. It's not just about these measurements, honestly. But if you want to become a member of the channel, guys, for $2, I will put you in the Telegram and forward most of the measurements there. Not all of them, of course, because they don't all really apply to Bitcoin. But yeah, keep that in mind if you want to become a member, guys. Now, tomorrow we have a couple of speakers. We have Waller and Daly speaking. Thursday is the mega day, guys. So we do have jobless claims. We got PPI. This is probably really the most important number. We also have retail sales. We have the manufacturing numbers. We have Fed Chair Powell speaking. We have industrial production numbers. We also got the Vice Chair speaking. So there's just really a lot going on Thursday. It's going to be a very volatile day. Friday, we just have Michigan numbers, but if they're wildly off, guys, they can affect Bitcoin. We had that happen about 2 months ago, so keep that in mind. Now, if we take a quick look at Trueflation, guys, you can see that U.S. inflation index shows 1.68%. So that's why, I expected better numbers for today. And, I kind of said that when I made my mantra YouTube short the other day. I expected that we probably would get some good numbers. Mantra, like all other cryptos, would probably start to pop off. And, yeah, you can see that Trueflation says our inflation is much lower than what they're projecting. Now, looking at the FedWatch tools, this really hasn't changed much. So I'm a little bit surprised, guys. But I think this is really waiting for Thursday. I think we're probably going to get a cut next month if we have good numbers. There's no reason why we shouldn't cut. Crypto Bubbles is looking excellent, guys. Pretty much everything in green, only like this is red, this is red. There's only like 2 or 3 reds here, guys. So yeah, it's really looking good finally. Everything across the board is green, hour, day, week, month, and year. Now, if you want to stake your KAITO, guys, go to Coinando. There's only 4 deals. Right now, Binance actually has almost 50%. It's flexible, and that's because it's really, surging. So Binance usually calibrates, when things are very volatile and surging. They don't want you to sell your coin. They want you to keep your coin, and they'll offer you really, really big rates. So that's why you see almost 50% here. But this will actually cool down a little bit once KAITO kind of cools down. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be this rate forever. But yeah, anyways, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends. Check out some of the deals that I have below in the description with the exchanges. And like I said, if you want to become a member of the channel, it's only $2. If you want to sign up to Moodix, guys, check out Moodix. I really, really, recommend this. It's a great tool, especially if you're trading stocks, anything outside crypto. And yeah, guys, thank you. And I'll keep making these videos for you in the future. And, see you in the next one.